If we are speaking about transport in Romania, for everyone is very clear that we have to do more. Why? To have a better infrastructure, more motorways, to have more money for railway infrastructure, and to educate people. Unfortunately, in this moment, Romania is at the first place in Europe regarding dead people in road accidents. So 96 from 1 million citizens were dead in 2019 regarding these accidents. We, the Department for Sustainable Development, we are in partnership with NGOs, with those who are doing more to educate people, especially young people, especially children and also adults. So that's why we are in a relationship with an NGO so-called safety of road safety of better and safe transport. And we organize several meetings. We involve thousands of scholars and young people during the week of sustainability. We organize in Bucharest 2 days for this to prevent accidents, to offer possibility to know more about first aid in case of accidents. This is very important. Secondly, of course, from the recovery plan to have more financial background and space to have more, especially railway, motorway, and to have a safe transport in Romania. That's why we intend to continue based on partnerships, based on education for all citizens.
Hello, my name is Roxana Cioacă and I'm a regional investment expert at BRD Group Societe Generale. The global agenda and implicitly the agenda of the European Union shows us which are the new global landmarks: sustainability, environmental protection, green financing, or the impact of climate change. Over the last year, EU governments, the European Central Bank and the central banks of each member state have adopted and supported the development of economic activities in line with environmental protection standards, which are parts of these efforts to implement SDGs standards. The EU's sustainability goals, on brief SDGs, have been created to achieve a healthier and more sustainable future. Banks have an important role as providers of capital in the financial system. They are interested in all aspects of the energy transition as a theme, but the specific areas they focus on smart transport and an affordable clean energy for all. Also, banks focus on SDGs 9, 11, 12 and 13 that you can see on the screen, which are interconnected with the smart transport financing areas. European Investment Bank aims 50% of its portfolio of green loans until 2030. More specifically, national banks are bringing their input to support the public and the private sector in order to achieve the SDGs. First, I would like to emphasize that the green bond market is in its very beginning. The first green bond were launched in 2020. From the very beginning, 5 banks included in the product offer green loans for the population. More than this, one of these banks have a special offer for people who would like to buy full green cars or plug-in hybrid. In Romania, according to an APIA study, in the first 4 months of 2021, there was an increase of 80% in the sale of electrified cars compared to the same period of last year. Moreover, the number of plug-in hybrid cars sold increased remarkably by up to 155%. According to the National Romanian Bank, the volume of green financing of the corporate segment is over 1 billion euros until March 2021. The smart transport sector is regularly cited as a critical sector in relation to gas emissions and global warming. For that reason alone, companies involved in transport infrastructure development where SDGs metrics are considered alongside traditional financial indices. In short, an SDGs-conscious approach to transportation investing should be viewed as an opportunity to create return as opposed to a risk to manage. The share of exposure of national banks to companies in the carbon-intensive sectors is high. It is about 50% of the corporate portfolio of banks compared to the European average of 60%. The exposure of banks on carbon-intensive sector is better compared to the European average, but if you refer to how green the banking sector is, things are different here. Namely, the share of green assets in the portfolio of Romanian banks is 3%, while the share of European level is more than double, 7.9%, which reveals the growth potential according to the latest national Romanian bank analysis. Capital markets have reinforced the need for environmental progress, as lending decisions are becoming increasingly linked to environmental considerations. Banks and asset owners are all focused on cooperating to promote sustainability. Thank you very much.
The aviation sector has developed to become a crucial element of modern society. Connecting people, businesses and families around the globe, it has contributed to global economic wealth development and increased our understanding and appreciation for different continents and cultures. 4% of CO2 emissions have been attributed to the aviation sector only in Europe. While the fuel efficiency of aircraft operations has been improving by an average of over 2% per year between 2009 and 2019, we acknowledge that further action is needed to bring down the absolute level even if traffic levels increase. We must proceed in an ambitious manner in order to meet the EU's goal of net zero carbon emissions by 2050. Bucharest Airports is committed to following through with our annual decarbonization objectives, gradually becoming net zero carbon emitters by 2025 at Henry Coandă International and by 2030 at Bucharest Băneasa Aurel Vlaicu International. The Bucharest Airport strategy for sustainable development includes but is not limited to the following actions. Continuing to strictly monitor and measure the carbon footprint for both airports. Changing our technical solution to electric vehicles and equipment alongside with encouraging handling agents to purchase these types of equipment. Installing EV charging stations both on the apron and in the public parking spaces. A profound analysis of technical elements that can be improved to increase energy efficiency. Changing the lighting technical solution to LED. Installing a cogeneration plant. Exploring and exploiting geothermal capabilities. Modernization of wasteful equipment. Permanent collaboration with all stakeholders to improve environmental standards. Eco-friendly landscaping and interior decoration. Sustainable mobility and renewable resources. A critical aspect of our decarbonization efforts is that of a complete overhaul of our organization's processes via automatization and digitalization, reducing waste to a minimum and improving operations. Bucharest Airports is thus committed to following through with Goal 7, Affordable Clean Energy, Goal 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, Goal 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, Goal 13, Climate Action of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Hello, we are Trading Line. Trading Line is a forward-thinking shipping company who tries to digitalize every aspect of our business. We are going to develop, launch and scale a proprietary remote piloting platform and service for inland waterways shipping vessels. We are aiming to transform the shipping industry by introducing a new wave of technologies in a rather low innovation area of the global economy. There is increasing demand for inland shipping cargo, while captains who are critical for transportation are scarce, expensive and aging, and a limited number of new replacements are available. Currently, we've assessed a shortage of captains for 10,000 eligible vessels, leading to a potential industry savings of 2.4 billion per year in Europe alone. Following a global trend in automatization of transportation that includes self-driving cars, trains, remote-piloted drones, self-piloted sea-going ships, we are looking to make transportation more predictable and achieve sustainable cost savings for the entire value chain. Our more efficient vessels will deliver materials faster and more reliable, translating into better prices for consumers of critical industries like agriculture and energy. We first want to start developing remote piloting on Danube. The first sector to be implemented is between Galați and Constanța, where we have a minimum water draft of 3 meters in the summer. The bottom is of sand in case of grounding and very low traffic. After pilot, work then slowly to extend sectors to Upper Danube. The final objective of the project is to develop a protocol, hardware, software, and to build the first centrum with at least 100 available spots to offer our basis services to clients like dry cargo vessels, yachts, harbor services, harbor surveillance, tugs, small boats for delivery or taxi, and many more. To take control of semi- and autonomous vessels. Our sustainable development goals are to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts.
Hello from JSCS. In cooperation with Microsoft Japan, we are currently digitally transforming not only internal processes, but also aim to help the maritime industry with that transformation. With mainly UN-defined Sustainability Goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure in mind, sustainability is another key driver for the transition to innovative systems and autonomous shipping. With autonomous shipping as an overarching goal, many sustainability goals are defined by the UN can be addressed along the way. Sustainable development includes and creates motivation, for example, fuel saving, fleet monitoring for optimization, transparent processes, and enhanced education for future crew members. Goals 7 and 13, affordable, clean energy and climate action, are addressed through the need and development for consumption, for example, fuel or energy, and processes optimization. Our projects Connect and Command are involved to foster enhanced navigation, data analysis and trend analysis, and connect on and offshore crew members for enhanced and more seamless communication, fostering better cooperation for enhanced and more energy-efficient processes. Goals 3 and 4, good health and well-being, and quality education, are addressed through supporting crew members in their daily operations. Our projects assist in training, offer innovative training approaches, as well as everyday workflow support. This transition into a more sustainable future, a combination of common maritime digital transformation, as well as the improvement and development for autonomous systems, has to be created and supported by all involved shipping and maritime institutions. Transition and change of processes, creation of new jobs and workplaces, as well as improved workflow cannot be done by one institution alone. At JSCS, we focus on the digital transformation, especially for crew support and safety, as well as enhanced workflow. We are closely working together with our users and partners to ensure optimal user experience by understanding the actual user needs along the way for the transformation into a more sustainable and potentially autonomous future. If you are interested in our projects, want to see a demonstration of our products, or are interested in a collaboration, please contact us through the email address or directly through our website infosines.com. Thank you very much.
Dear distinguished guest speakers and participants, ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege and honor to take part of the Smart Transport Summit 2021. I'm Yusuke Mori, Deputy Executive Director of the International Association of Maritime Universities. Digitalization, big data, and innovative technologies are key in enabling the post-COVID-19 recovery and take transport into the new era. I believe that through this summit, all participants will be able to share and exchange their views on the Smart Transport Summit. The IME is an association of the higher maritime education institutions with 67 member universities from 37 different countries. The IMU aims to be a global leader in maritime capacity building through networking and excellence in maritime education training. As we are the Association of the Maritime Education Training Institutions, we explore quality of maritime education training. As an association of the universities, we should be a center of excellence in MET. We are the association with a global network where encourage collaborative activities among member universities worldwide. It is obvious from these facts that our primary goal and mission is to provide quality education. Further, through IMU programs encouraging research in maritime domain, including the topics related to new technology in transport, and through activities of the expert group in the area concerned, the IMU's contribution goes to the innovation in MET and shipping, environmental protection, and a cleaner ocean. For the research project for funding 2021, we have 5 research projects related to the autonomous ship technology, green shipping, energy management, are now conducted by the professors of the member university. One of the most significant achievements of this association is the publication of the Body of Knowledge 2019. This compiles a set of the new knowledge and skills necessary for future global maritime professionals. These all could contribute for the climate change UN SDG 9, affordable and cleaner energy UN SDG 7, and industry and innovation in infrastructure number 9. For more information of the IME activities, please visit our website. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to address you. I have chosen 2 topics. Number 4, quality education, and number 5, gender equality. That indirectly will affect smart transport. And this despite the introduction of sea machinery that will be monitored from centers ashore, autonomous shipping. Teachers need to have practical knowledge to pass on to their students. Remember, the education is vocational. And it's not acceptable to have a professor that after graduation goes to sea for a month or 2 and then returns to the MET and teach becoming officers in the merchant marine. And in order to give or to make it possible for the professors to keep their COC, perhaps a state should have ocean-going shipping companies where the professors could go with intervals to maintain their COC. Therefore, a study to figure out the advantages of a state-owned shipping company would be beneficial and of interest to any coastal state. Equally important is to bear in mind gender equality. We must realize that there is an asset in employing women. They think different and they reason different to the men. It would be a competitive advantage to have women both on board the ship and in the office of the shipping company. Well, in summary, these two issues need to be verified by a thorough study to convince the doubters. It would be beneficial in all different aspects of smart transport in shipping. Thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to share my contribution to Smart Transport System for Sustainability. The Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific is led by our President, Vice Admiral Eduardo Mar Santos, and we are very active in contributing to sustainability. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals are the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. Sustainable Development Goals address the global challenges we face, including poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace, and justice. To address the global challenges would therefore require smart global partnerships. The smart transport sector contributes to the 17 SDGs if it addresses transport challenges globally in smart partnerships with others, with focus on the people, on the planet, and on profit. There are 6 challenges faced by the transport sector, and I will share how MAP addresses these challenges for sustainability. Traffic congestion is a challenge as it contributes to economic costs, productivity losses, and environmental pollution. Nevertheless, optimizing the use of limited funds and land space resources is cost-effective compared with the high construction cost of expanding the road network to mitigate traffic congestions. To address this challenge, MAP has student dormitories, faculty billeting within the campus. Hence, most of the time, they are within the campus and not on the road. MAP also provides services like bus or ferry for its employees and students from the school to home that reduces number of vehicles on the roads and therefore ease land traffic congestion. Safety is a challenge, but the smart transport system enhances road safety and reduces road stress, accidents, injury, and fatality, thus contributing to SDG 3 or health and well-being. MAP with its cashless transactions, fast services online, and smart transport system processes and procedures contributes to SDG 3, good health and well-being of its community. Good public transport system is a challenge. MAP with smart transport system apps with real-time information provides scheduled transport services for its employees and students to and from Manila. Environmental protection is also a challenge, but with smart transport system, it helps reduce environmental impact like the dynamic parking guidance system that helps avoid unnecessary traffic circulation on the road when looking for parking availability, and this reduces global warming caused by carbon dioxide emission. MAP has designated parking areas in the campus and also parking areas in staff houses. And with MAP, tree planting activities and less vehicles on the road reduces carbon dioxide emission. Security is also a challenge, particularly on transport delivery. SMS apps ensures network security and open communication protocols, ensuring a robust and secure SMS in the country. MAP with its management information system infrastructures and people are responsible for securing its database and computers from hackers and computer viruses for data security. Funding is a challenge to the government, but this can be leveraged through public-private partnership and by smart global partnerships. MAP collaborated with non-government organizations, local government units, government organizations, private companies, for complementation of resources and services for sustainability, resulting to time savings, expertise sharing, and pooling of resources. In conclusion, the smart transport sector contributes to the 17 SDGs when a maritime educational sector like MAAP contributes in making the transport system convenient, fast, safety, and secure to the society or people like its students, employees, and guests, reducing emission of carbon dioxide that cause global warming for a better environmental impact globally, and ensuring better savings and profit for everyone due to faster travel time, quick and efficient delivery of goods, services, and people, contributing to productivity, economic growth, and quality of life for peace and prosperity. With that, thank you and good day.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jinchol Che. I'm professor at the Korea Maritime and Ocean University. Today I want to talk about the topic integration of subjects related to the CPR's human rights into the maritime education and training curriculum. My talk has three parts, my background, and I would like to share with you my experience of course development for maritime students. And finally, I would like to shortly give you some implications based on my experience. This talk is related to the Sustainable Development Goals of UN, and especially number 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Especially when it comes to seafarers' education, it's important for the smart transportation for the world economy. In Korea, we have in several years many kind of issues when it comes to education. For example, we have a ferry disaster at sea, and we have some problems among students in the school, and we had an increased suicide rate, divorce rate, some problems, family, something like that, due to the increasing industrialization. So the Korean government tried to change this trend, and they have enact the world first law that stimulates attribute of human education as a comparison. It's the name of the act is Character Education Promotion Act. Furthermore, as a maritime professor, I was very interested in the quality of seafarers' life at sea, because in recent years there are many kind of cases of getting off a ship or suicide due to human rights violation. Therefore, with my colleagues, I've developed the course for maritime students with the title Personality and Seafarers' Human Rights. This course is has the goal, the human rights and dignity for the crew members of merchant ships, and foster human rights sensitivity in the seagoing workplace based on the case studies. I've written my book, which is used for the course as textbook. The name of the book is Understanding Cultural Interactions on Shipboard, Life at Sea. The book is talking about communication with others in our daily work and life. Based on my experience, finally, I would like to say, when it comes to maritime education, nowadays, due to the development of technology, the issue humans, it's more and more important. Therefore, I would like to suggest you to integrate many kind of subjects related to the humanities, especially seafarers' human rights. And that's exactly important interdisciplinary field where maritime scholars and other scholars from, for example, humanities or social science should make an important contribution for the happiness and well-being of the seafarers on the sea. If you are interested in my topic or my book, please feel free to contact with me. Okay, thank you so much.
Good day, my name is Dr. Michele Fiorini. I'm the chair of Institution of Engineering Technology, Italy Network. This year, we are celebrating under 15th anniversary. To mark the anniversary, I have published a co-edited volume on ICT solutions and digitalization in port and shipping. It is contributed by almost 20 experts from around the world. Digitalization in big ships is a reality. You see the bridge of a modern ship. And we are moving to digitalize the entire world with S100 concept. For the first time ever, we include a lot of information on cartography, which became a framework, and we map what happened underwater. Therefore, we improve life below the water, SDG 14. Megaships needs to discuss about big data. Here are the numbers of data produced from one ship navigating for 1 month. And it is also estimated that it's possible to have an about 20 million US dollar annual saving on fuel cost if we properly manage the path of ships globally. I hope this brief introduction gives you interest in our publication. Feel free to contact me for any further information, and thank you again for your interest in our book project.